I tricked the internet into thinking that Future respects women now.
I respect women now, you know what I'm saying?
Sort of. Let me explain. So, a few months ago, I made a video where I edited rappers' Wikipedia pages to make them slightly shorter, in an effort to humble and humiliate them. That video did quite well and received a lot of positive comments. But there was one guy who said it was unethical to spread harmful misinformation about rappers just because I was bored. You know what, Harrison Barbarison? Maybe you're right. Maybe instead of spreading negative rumours about rappers, I should spread wholesome stories about them instead. I mean, rappers get a lot of bad press. Take someone like Future, for example. There are countless articles out there calling him a misogynist and accusing him of toxic masculinity. If anyone needs to be put in a positive light for once, it's him. And then I had a brilliant idea. Why don't I make up a story about Future respecting women? Surely it would do wonders for his reputation and prove to people that he's a changed man. What's more wholesome than that? So, to improve Future's reputation, and prove to Harrison Barbarison that I too am a good person, I came up with a plan.
You've lost your goddamn mind!
Step 1. Create a convincing clip. I decided that simply publishing a fake article that claimed Future respects women now wasn't enough, and to convince people that he actually does, I would need solid evidence. So, I recorded my best Future impression. I respect women now, you know what I'm saying? Used an AI tool to make it sound even more like him.
I respect women now, you know what I'm saying?
And pretended to be an interviewer asking him a question.
How is that album different from We Don't Trust You?
I then added a laughing track for good measure, and when it all came together,
We Don't Trust You is obviously fantastic, but you're putting out another project in a couple of weeks' time. How is that album different from We Don't Trust You?
I respect women now, you know what I'm saying?
It sounded pretty realistic. But creating the clip was only half the battle, as I now had to convince people that it was real. I thought the best way to do this would be to get in touch with some popular rap accounts to try and get them to share it. So I created a new Instagram and Twitter account under the name Igor the 10th, an anagram of the right note, and started messaging some pages. Because my accounts were new and basically had no followers, I didn't get many responses from this. But there were a few people who got back to me, including one guy with over 200,000 followers. He initially seemed keen to post the clip, but ultimately decided against it after speaking to his manager. In the end, no one that I spoke to ended up sharing the video. Not even Michael Jackson. At this point, I thought my hopes of improving Future's reputation were dead in the water. I mean, if no one was willing to share the video, then no one would see it, and Future's newfound respect for women would go unnoticed. But if you've seen my other videos, I think you know by now that I don't give up that easily. I knew that the world needed to hear Future say he respects women now. So, unfazed, I decided to change tactics. The best course of action, in my mind, was to pay people to promote the video. So that's what I did. The first account that I came to an agreement with was Level Up Hip Hop. With over 140,000 followers to their name, a post from their account had the potential to reach a lot of people. And it kind of did. Once the video was posted, more than 15,000 people watched it, and those who did seemed to believe it was real.
Future finally respecting women? I guess he saw the light.
40 years old, finally settling in. Bro talks in auto-tune, that's crazy.
Now, posting the video on Instagram was great, but where I really wanted it to be shared was on Twitter, because that's where things go viral. So I embarked on step 3, Twitter. After some back and forth, I secured a paid post from a guy called Ofold. Although Ofold has less followers than the page I contacted on Instagram, he seemed to have a lot of hit tweets, so I was confident that my clip would do well if he shared it. And it did. 200,000 views, 4,300 likes, 700 bookmarks, plus a load of comments.
No way, LMFAO. Misogyny dead for real. It's the instant laughter for me.
Not only was the tweet getting seen thousands of times, but people were believing it.
That's a historical moment for real. Character development. End of an era.
Well, people believe that the clip is real, not necessarily that Future is a changed man.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
This is bigger than any lie Kanye or Carti ever told. Future when it comes to lying.
I I think it's safe to say that my fake clip was a success. I mean, nearly 250,000 people heard Future say he respects women now, and thousands of them believed him. There were a few eagle-eyed viewers that realised that the video is AI, but for the most part, it worked, and Future's reputation has been somewhat restored. But if I put in all that work making a clip to convince people that Future is a good person, then why am I making this video telling you it's fake? Well, like people who film themselves giving money to the homeless, I too want to take credit for doing a good thing. I want people to know that I'm a good person who spreads positive rumours, not just negative ones. In particular, I want Harrison Barbarison to know that, because he seems to have a good sense of right and wrong. Maybe we should all take a leaf out of Harrison's book and do something good today, like help an old lady across the street, or donate to charity. Or you could watch me spread negative rumours about rappers in the video on your screen. The choice is yours.